What's up, guys? Kevin Cage here with another crypto update. So first up, shared by James Filan, the SEC has filed a motion to extend the time to file all parties' reply briefs until November 30th. And they're asking the court to order that any additional amicus briefs be filed by November 11th, 2022. Ripple consents, new dates are in motion. So the SEC, like usual, is just trying to delay the inevitable. Saw Jordan Harry sharing this. Breaking news, take a look at the new role for Cindy Young. As you can see, Cindy Young used to be the managing director of Europe for Ripple, and now she started a brand new role, and guess where? Over at Tranglo. Happy to share that I'm starting a new position as board director at Tranglo in Europe. Very cool. For a little background, Ripple back in March of last year acquired a 40% stake in Asia's leading cross-border payment specialist, Tranglo. And 1 year later, right on Tranglo's website, they enabled Ripple's on-demand liquidity service across its 25 payment corridors. And they did a pilot for on-demand liquidity back in September of 2021 just to test everything, with 250,000 transactions with about 48 million US dollars worth that was processed in the first 100 days. We can see from markets including Australia, Japan, Philippines, and Singapore, with other markets to follow. We can see on Tranglo.com they've processed over $11 billion worldwide. And we can see a few partners, WeChat Pay, we have TransferWise, I believe, Boss Money. Now that Ripple has a 40% stake in Tranglo, I think this is very strategic. We can see they're looking at GameFi or gaming finance. Of course, they're looking at DeFi. Also discussing in this article just a couple months ago how Web3 is changing payments. So we have to go back and think, okay, so Ripple has the Ripple Liquidity Hub connecting some of these financial institutions to OTC desks and centralized exchanges and DEXs to bring liquidity to crypto. Of course, it's a good thing for XRP, but it's also building bridges between Ethereum and Bitcoin for financial institutions as well. Now this came out just 3 days ago. The UAE is now part of the Tranglo Connect network. Very cool. So instant payments to the second largest Arab economy. So Ripple has a 40% stake in Tranglo. They are posting Web3 articles advertising on-demand liquidity, which is XRP. And now they're moving over into the UAE. Remember, Ripple opened an office or a regional headquarters in Dubai, and what I want to point out is this is in the DIFC, this financial district, with, last time I checked, over 2,000 huge companies. Let's see, the financial hub, and this stands for Dubai International Financial Center. Over 2,400 companies in its own independent judicial system and regulatory framework. And I did see something, I forget if it was on Twitter, but somebody said, yeah, Ripple has an office there over in Dubai, and they don't even use it. They only use it for marketing. And that's hilarious. I hope they use it for marketing out there. We can see the average remittance fee right here. It says it's about 6.01% of the amount sent, which is just absurd. And I know in other areas it might be 7%. It could be 12% in some nations that don't have liquidity. And this is just one use case that RippleNet is going after, using XRP as a bridge asset to bring the 6% to near zero is the goal. You don't want to just go down to 5% or 4%. I mean, I won't complain with incremental improvements, but the idea is that so all of these transactions over Web3, not just cross-border payments, can approach near zero. We're transferring Ethereum between MetaMask, and gas fees, especially during the bull run, even before ETH did the merge, were extremely high. And I know after the merge that doesn't make a huge difference either. For the cost, it's more so about the consumption of proof of work for Ethereum. But the future of Web3, guys, right now we're still in Web 2. There's no doubt about it. We are decades away. Imagine if you had to pay a gas fee every single time you tweeted. Every single email or text message you sent was a gas fee. We have to get closer for all of these transactions to be approaching near zero. So Tranglo mentions other markets including Australia, Japan, Philippines, and Singapore. I think it's safe to assume that now we can look at the UAE as well. Even in this BIS report with this Project M bridge that just came out last month, we can see a few recognizable names. We have the Bank of Thailand, of course, with the Thai baht, which is already one of the currencies that XRP is being used to bridge. Remember, they just announced with Lemonway and, why am I forgetting it now? XBot based in Sweden, between Sweden and Thailand. We have the Central Bank of the UAE. Don't forget about them. They're one of the biggest in the world. We have the Hong Kong Monetary Authority. And remember, back in 2017, the People's Bank of China was over at Ripple's offices. And you can find that right online. You can type in Ripple People's Bank of China 2017, and you'll see pictures of them hanging out in the office. And as you can see right there, the People's Bank of China right there, the Digital Currency Institute. So in this BIS report, they're working on connecting economies through central bank digital currencies. There are different types of central bank digital currencies. There are retail and there are wholesale. And even XRP was named in the World Economic Forum's document as a wholesale use case for interbank transfers, not intra. It is an open system, unlike JPM coin or JP Morgan. And speaking of different intra-networks and closed networks that are essentially masquerading as blockchain technology like JPM coin, we can see Novi by Facebook or Meta. And I know we've seen, Meta stock completely collapse. And as we can see, we have the Meta stock right here from the all-time high price back in August of 2021. We are down approximately 77%. Apparently, some of the world's largest stocks and FANG stocks are a little risky. And I think this is a rude awakening for a lot of Facebook holders. As you can see, 77% drop. Even during March 2020 or January 2020, during this crash, we can see this was about a 37% crash. This happened a few months ago, but just wanted to point that out. Not all of these projects are going to survive. I remember doing YouTube videos talking about their stablecoin Libra in 2019 and just seeing all the comments of XRP is going to die because of Libra, or JPM coin is going to kill XRP or kill crypto. And I just don't think that's the case. I think we are, 10 plus years into the XRP ledger operating, and I do think there's some big things ahead. Why do you think the SEC waited so long to go after Ripple on December 20th, right before the beginning of the bull run, right as Ethereum and Bitcoin were starting to move? And then Jay Clayton, as he demands that, leaves as a board member to hedge funds that oversee Bitcoin and Ethereum. He has vested interests all over the place. And I know you guys watching this video already know this, but it just blows my mind that there are Bitcoin maximalists and Ethereum maximalists in this ecosystem that aren't even aware of that. If you caught yesterday's video, we're not just talking about XLS20 with the NFTs on top of the XRP ledger. We're talking about a new discussion, XLS30, for automated market makers. So we did a quick dive in yesterday's video going over automated market makers on the XRPL. We have Matthew L-I-N-Y. Let's see if this Government Accountability Office, GAO, instead of a DAO, I'm going to say GAO, could file an amicus brief in support of Ripple. They said the XRP ledger is decentralized back in 2014. This United States Government Accountability Office recognized XRP being decentralized from Ripple, the company. The SEC has gone rogue. Why are they the only US regulatory body calling XRP a security? Because they want their payday, just like every other government institution. So we can see May 2014, virtual currencies. And remember the FinCEN fine years ago, Ripple paid their fine. They called XRP a virtual currency. Report to Committee on Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs, virtual currencies. We have XRP, which is used within a decentralized payment system called Ripple. Now remember, back in 2014, 2013, they called XRP the token Ripples initially, and then they called it Ripple. And I'm sure the SEC is going to find Ripple. They're going to get their money, probably a boatload, and Ripple, the company, can afford it. But the XRP today is vastly different than what XRP was years ago. And I'm really happy that John E. Deaton has emphasized that so much. A key function of XRP is to facilitate the conversion from one currency to another. For example, between the Mexican peso and the Thai baht. Interesting, in 2014, they were talking about the Mexican peso and the Thai baht, and XRP is actually a bridge asset for both of those currencies right now. And the total value of XRP was only $878 million, so I'm assuming that is market capitalization before it was even a $1 billion market cap. And just like Mark Cuban has said before, and shout out Shark Tank, once an asset reaches a $1 billion market cap, it's typically here to stay. And I'm not referring to super sketchy projects or meme coins, by the way. I'm talking about legitimate assets like XRP that have a 10-year track record and have regulatory clarity in the United Kingdom, Switzerland, Singapore, the UAE, and Japan. So Matthew links all of this below. Let me retweet it. And this is a definite follow on crypto Twitter. All right, go to the next one. Next up, saw Elon Trade say this: if you double or triple your portfolio during the bear market, you won't need to hope and pray for a 100xer during a bull run. A 30x return will make you the same amount of money. 100% agree. So hustle during the bear market so you can better secure millions during the bull run. Some days I get burnt out. It gets hard, guys. Especially navigating a bear market when Bitcoin last hit its all-time high over a year ago. But guess what? The Bitcoin halving is still en route. And since the last Bitcoin halving, we are more than halfway there. If it was easy, everybody would do it. But the people that double down and are researching and continue to work hard during the bear market are going to be the same ones that are called lucky during the next bull cycle. It happens every single time. I worked my butt off for 3 years between 2018, 2019, and 2020, and then you get called lucky. But they don't see you busting your butt. And sorry, I'm trying to keep it PG. I know some parents listen with kids in the background, but busting your butt every single day, living and breathing, researching, and working hard to build a better life. after hundreds of failures that people don't even see, and then when you get a few wins, they call you lucky. And for those of you working hard out there, lazy people love to call hardworking people lucky. It's a lot easier to point a finger instead of looking at yourself. Okay guys, and to finish things up, in the next video, if you hold HBAR and Casper and some other altcoins like Algo and API3, be sure to tune in. We'll go over Hedera's Q3 report. We'll also go over a bunch of Casper partnerships, and I'm talking about a bunch. We'll talk about Algorand and the ISO 222 migration. If you enjoyed this video, I'd greatly appreciate hitting the like button and subscribing. Let me know your thoughts down below. And as always, my link tree is linked right in the top of this YouTube video description with all links, crypto resources, and discounts. I'll catch you in the next one.